Why isn't religion working? I'm sitting here in this beautiful library and I'm just thinking to myself, how many years religion has been around, how many types of religions there are, and yet and still, we're still killing each other. Yet and still, there's so much poverty. And I'm pretty sure in every religion it says, don't kill each other, love your brother, but it's not working. Why isn't religion working? There's so much documentation. There's so much information that we have out there expressing how we should be kind to each other, how we should treat each other. Yet there's people in the streets that can't be fed. There are people that don't have homes to live in, but yet it says, love thy neighbor. Treat the person as you would want them to treat you. I mean, how is it that there's so much information, but religion isn't working? People are still lonely than ever. People still can't find love. People are substituting their dogs for relationships and their dogs and cats for babies. Why isn't religion working? Why is it that all of this time, all the information, and it still hasn't changed humanity? Why isn't religion working? Why? Why do we still hate each other? Why is it that you can't talk to your neighbor? Why is it, if you ask yourself, do I even know who my neighbor is? Do I know my neighbor's name? If you live in America, you probably don't know your neighbor's name. You probably don't. And that's the issue. If religion was working, why aren't we closer together as a human, like humanity? Why isn't that? Because religion was not designed to work. It was designed to distract us. Because if it was working, we'd be in a utopia. But we're not, because religion doesn't work. How do we know? We've been practicing religion for years. We've been practicing religion for years, yet we still don't know how to treat each other, how to get along with one another. Is religion really working? If we're honest, how do we treat our neighbors? How do we treat our mothers? How do we treat the lady at the grocery store? When was the last time you fed a homeless person? When was the last time you gave someone some clothes out of your closet? Or when was the last time you did anything godly for someone else? And this isn't a judgment. This is something for you to ask yourself. Is religion working in your life? What scripture principles are you living by daily? It's fascinating to go out in the streets of life and to know there's so much history. There's so much knowledge here. There's so much knowledge here, but yet inside of humanity, we know a lot, but our hearts are cold. We've got to turn. Why do I say we've got to turn? We got to turn the way we see this thing. Because if religion can't save us, then what can? Think about that. Jesus came down and it still didn't work. Jesus came and you still don't feed the homeless people. Muhammad came and we're still killing other people in other countries because they don't believe in the religion that you believe. The division that religion has created is insane. Where there's division, there must be conflict. And when there's conflict, there's fighting. And how is it that we're supposed to get along as a society with so much division? So is religion really working, or is it another divisive tool that keeps us separated in this illusion that doesn't seem to work out for anyone? Everyone seems to be not benefiting from this religion thing. Because again, if it was so great, all of the religion to practice around the world, if religion was working, we see the effects by now. But we don't. We still see people murdering and killing and robbing and pillaging and all of it. You still see it. So what's the solution if religion isn't it? I'll tell you what it is. It's turning within yourself and realizing that there's no religion that's going to save me. There's no person that you should look at, but there is a universal principle. There's a universal principle that says that if you believe and put your energy and your action towards something, then that will probably happen. And that is something that if you look at time, it's called manifestation. If you look at time and since the memorial, you've noticed that everything we have comes from someone creating it, right? So if we want a better world, we've got to create it. And it's not going to be based on religion. It's going to be based on your own principles of how we treat each other, how you see other people. These are just going to be core principles for you. What is it that drives you? How do you want someone to treat your mother? How do you want someone to treat your daughter? How do you want someone to treat? Sometimes I like to go into places and pretend like I'm homeless just to see how people treat you. I like to go back to that same place, pretend like I'm not homeless the same day, and then watch the different treatment. And then remind them that I just came in earlier and they look at me and they're like, oh my God, I'm like, yeah. We mistreat people all the time based on what they look like, colored hair, whatever. Like, there's just so many, we're all different. But don't allow our differences to make you feel like that we are not the same. We're different, we have differences, but we're still the same. And I think that religion has made us feel that there's something different about you. There's something different about the way you believe. It's not. We all believe in God. We all believe in the universal principle of we know we didn't create ourselves, something is bigger and greater, and it ain't religion. It's God, baby. It's not. Religion isn't working. God's working, religion's not. God is always going to be working. The universe is always going to be working. Mother Nature is always going to be working. But this thing called religion, what was there before religion? Who created religion? What was there before religion? You ever ask that question? Who created religions? What did we believe before religion? Oh my. It's such a interesting world we live in that people can come up with a bunch of concepts and ideas and pass it down, and now the rest of the world believes it. It's kind of like these books behind me here. Yeah. It's a lot of information there, a lot of stuff, right? But how is it helping humanity? How is religion helping you be a better person? How is it helping you change the world in a better way? Yeah, that's all that matters. It's not about how you worship God, because that's what religion is. Religion is, I'm going to separate the way I worship God and say my way is special. And then look, we'll even call it something, right? We'll say, this is the bead of Latter-day Saints, right? And so I believe this. That's fine, but what does it do that you believe that? It doesn't do anything. You can believe whatever you want. What are you doing in your belief system? Like, how is that, like, what are you doing? Forget like the actions of someone's belief isn't what they're actually doing. If you believe in God, show me. Don't tell me, show me. Show me you believe in God. That's different than telling me, isn't it? The next time you're around someone religious, ask them to show you how they believe in God. Yeah, physically. Is religion working? I think we know the answer by now. The answer is what, class? No, religion isn't working, but you can work on yourself and become a better person, and that's what society rewards. That's what the universe rewards, not a boxed way of thinking or believing. So I'll see you guys next time.